Okay, no, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay,
Yes.
let's go. Hello, doctor.
Hello, Bob, and hello, Linda.
Hi.
Uh, I saw you yesterday, and Linda had cough, sneeze, and fever. Yes, is it
Yes,
right?
sneezing a lot. This, doctor, you said she has croup. Is that
Oh,
right? Is
yes,
that?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you
it's
said it's a
right.
mild croup, but the cough is much worse now. It's like a dog barking and very high temperatures. So, and you said that I could bring her back. I'm really worried because I think she's getting worse.
Yes, yeah, you're right. I remember that Linda has cough, and her diagnosis was croup. Yes, it's right. And you told me that she has the cough severely. Yes,
Yeah,
is
it's
that right?
she keeps coughing. And it sounds like a dog barking. Yeah.
Okay, it's one of the kind of symptoms of croups. Yes, mild croup. Yes, right. But you told that she has a fever. Yes.
Yeah, high temperatures. I kept giving her paracetamol, as you said, every four
Okay.
hours. But when it wears off, the temperature shoots up again.
Okay. Okay. And can I examine her if you don't mind?
Not at all. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Okay. My examination is over. And I think Linda's symptoms is not very critical, and her cough and sneeze and fever um, could relate it to mild croup, but I think it is better we prescribe some steroid to control the cough.
Okay. So so that's okay. How about antibiotics, doctor?
Microbes usually doesn't relate it to bacterial infections. If we need to treat the groups, I think steroid is better than antibiotics. Antibiotics related to treat bacterial infection, and the groups usually has a viral infection, and antibiotic doesn't treat the viral infections.
So, doctor,
Are you
what about the steroids? Uh, so, are there any problems with the steroids? Because I have heard that they have a lot of side effects. Uh, what are the side effects?
Yes, there are side effects on using the steroid treatment, but these side effects related to the use of a long time treatment, but we use short, 1 or 2 days use of steroid. It is not very harm to your health, your daughter's health.
So, what are
Yes.
they? What are these side effects?
Their side effects could be related to suppression of the immunity system, and it is more likely to induce some infections if we use for a long time. For example, 1 month or 2 or 3 weeks use of steroid,
So
not short time.
she's not going to have another infection then. I mean, is it going to make it worse?
No, I don't think so. If we use the steroid, steroid can control the symptoms,
Okay.
and this is the best treatment for mild croup.
Okay then. Okay.
But
So
yes, but for more concerns, I will recommend that. I recommend that I will see your leaders into 24 hours, and I will appoint for her to see her again tomorrow. Is that
okay.
okay?
Okay, doctor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye. Right. To make an appointment, okay?
Oh,
I will
yes,
make
to
an
make.
appointment, and it is long term, okay? Not long time or short term, long term
Yes.
steroid. Okay. How did you feel?
I feel good.
Okay. What did you do well?
In I think rapport is good. Relationship building is good. Understanding, incorporating patient is good.
So you
Mm,
explored the eyes.
yes.
Okay. What was patient's eyes? You remember?
And for example, the situation is worse. Fever and cough is worsen,
Okay. And antibiotics
and
requesting.
antibiotics.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was a cue. Okay. Anything else? Gathering information, giving information, a structure, signposting, everything was okay.
Yes, I think overall is okay.
Okay.
Not perfect, but is okay.
Good. What could be better?
Use better sentences
Okay.
to yes, and grammati. I have a grammatical mistake, I think.
Not many, but yeah. Okay. What else?
I can ask the patient about the knowledge of, for example, something about antibiotics or croups or steroid.
Okay.
Checking
Uh,
and chunking is not very good.
so establishing what the patient already knows and chunking and checking. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Shall we ask others? So who's next? Is that
Yes.
what do you
I think
think?
in overall it's good. But in Rapo, I think he was so hurry. He didn't ask patient to come and sit and be calm, and after that, asking more question to understand that it is mild group or it is not mild, and about the respiration, listening to his chest, her chest. He didn't mention that the I didn't hear stride or high pitch sound,
Hmm.
and it's all of them sound that it is mild group and it is not uh, severe.
Okay. So didn't explain what he found in examination.
Yes.
Okay. Findings on examination. And this actually would explain um, why a doctor is not concerned with anything severe. Okay. But
Yes.
okay, and so did he actually ask what do you mean by worse? Because
No.
okay, so that was a cue. Something you can say. What do you mean by worse? Uh, okay. Could you tell me more, please? Okay. So, in what way do you think she is worse? Is the temperature higher, or is the breathing worse, or is she coughing more than before? What do you mean by worse? Okay. Um, because that is something you need to explain later. That she's actually not worse; she's the same. Uh, it's the same illness. Uh, uh, okay. Anything else?
And about the steroid, said that prescribe for a small dose and not long term. He can also say that the benefits better than the hurts, and disadvantages
Yeah,
in
the
this
the
case.
benefits outweigh harms. Okay. Now, there's a way of explaining this. What I say, or what I normally use in my because English is my second language, so what I normally say to the patients, I say, look, nobody likes medicines, and all medicines have side effects, and all medicines are chemicals. So what we do, we need to decide if the medicine we are giving has more benefits than harms. Okay, so that is how I explain it. I say, well, obviously I don't like medicines, but this is what we need to do because it's got more benefits than harms. And if I think it has more harm, I wouldn't do that. And in fact, about antibiotics, it can cause more harm than benefit. Okay, so that's basically we explain to the patient why I think this is the right choice. Also, you can say there is evidence, and I mean there's scientific studies, and so this is basically the standard practice that basically for croup we don't prescribe antibiotics because it's a viral infection, but we do prescribe steroids if the symptoms get worse or if they're not improving. Okay. Anything else?
No.
No. Okay. What do you think?
Doctor, I don't have no idea. You
Okay.
said all these things. Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I think gathering information was weak and summarizing. I haven't heard summarizing.
Okay. Did you summarize?
Mm, yes, the part of the speech I try to summarize the patient.
Okay.
For example,
Okay.
fever, I think I told the patient, you told me she she had, for example, fever. Is that better or not? But not completely summarized
Okay.
at the one
Uh,
part.
okay. So I think the only thing I should say to you is your hesitation when you speak. You hesitate. You need to speak a little bit more fluently. You didn't have many grammatical mistakes. You said you think that you had mistakes. You didn't have many mistakes, but you think about your sentences too much. You need to be more fluent. The other thing is, I think when you see a patient for a second time, uh, what do you normally do? What is the logical way to basically it's a progress. It's a check, a recheck. What do you do in a recheck?
How are you today?
Okay,
How do you feel today?
good. Okay. And then the other thing is, so how are you doing today? Is Linda any better? And when they say no, she's worse. Oh dear, I'm just so sorry to hear that. Let's see. What do you mean by she's worse? What has happened? Uh, then, so you need to know what the mother means by worse, and then compare your examination today with yesterday. So this comparison actually is very important, and explaining this to the parent. You say, well, basically, it's the symptoms are all the same, and unfortunately, there hasn't been much improvement. But the good news is that it hasn't worsened either. So you can say there's no improvement, but there's it's not worse either. So, but if you are worried or if you're concerned, what we can do is to give some steroids. And what do you think? And then the patient says, okay, are there any side effects? I have heard the steroids are dangerous, and then you take it from there. So, right. So I think what you could do better here was actually to say, to compare and to explain your findings. Also to explore what do you mean by worse. Okay. So I think that was the part that you could improve. Any questions?
No, that.
Thank you,
Okay.
doctor.
Thank
Right.
you. Doc.
So, yeah, these are challenging. The other thing, I mean, as you said, the ethical framework, you should say that, well, what I'm doing is to make sure it is uh, to Linda's benefit. It is doing her well. It is not doing any harm. The benefits outweigh the harms. Okay. And the same with antibiotic. Basically, it can cause more harm and it would actually do no good because it is a viral infection. Right. Shall we call it a day then?
Thank you, doctor, so much.
Thank you,
Okay.
Doc.
Thank you,
Right.
doctor.
Okay. So